I am excited for this video because we're gonna try on one of the new YSL eyeshadow palettes. This one is called Unexplored Garden, and also the two newest shades of the YSL blush, at least the ones that are available in the US. The inspiration for this look, I'm gonna put it here on the screen. Yes, the shades are different, but we're going for a sexy, elongated cat eye. The inspo look is from Hung Van Gogh. Let's get started with some swatches. In this palette, we have two mattes, one satin metallic and one sparkly topper. Ooh, this is buttery smooth. Wow. This is my very first YSL eyeshadow palette. So I am looking forward to seeing how I like it, what the texture is like. Is it gonna be powdery? How is the payoff gonna be? What's standing out to me is just how smooth this is. Let's do the other matte. So this is a little bit darker. I think it's a really nice wearable green. It is not too saturated. It's more like a khaki green, and I'll do comparisons at the end of the video because let me do another swipe. I want to see this next to the Lisa Eldridge Desert Gleam at least, and we'll see what else, what other eyeshadow palettes I think of. Next up, the Satin Metallic. Oh, that looks beautiful. Ooh, look at that. I love that it's like a desaturated olivey tone. Gorgeous. And now the glitter topper. This looks gorgeous. It has like green and golden glitter in there. Now we can appreciate all the tones in the glitter here, and we can see this metallic green shade really well. So these are the swatches. They look beautiful so far. Let's check them out in natural light. Time for the blushes. This first one is Chili Crush. So this is a red one. Let's see just how pigmented it is. I imagine this is a matte finish probably. Yeah, that's a matte finish. I just noticed that the red one is listed as a satin finish, not a matte finish like I thought. What's confusing is that if you click, you're on the red one and you see the description, it says that it's a sun-kissed red matte. So even though the description says matte, it's listed under the satin finish. And then the other one, which is the Hot Mauve, this is listed right here under matte. Beautiful, vibrant red. Let's swatch it. Oh, wow. Now that's pigmented. So we'll keep that in mind when we go to apply it. Woo. Now let's see the lighter one, which is Hot Mauve. If you haven't seen my video where I swatched and I tried on all of the shades of from the original launch, I'll link it also. That's where I really got to know both finishes. Look how pretty. I can't get over this packaging. 24 months shelf life. Oh, that's another matte. Like a rosy beige blush. This is gonna be perfect for every day. Oh, look at that, yes. This is reminding me of the Patrick Ta blush in She's Seductive. We gotta do some comparisons at the end as well to get an idea. I'm gonna get started with this shade right here. This is what I'm gonna use to, basically it's a transition shade and also to create the shape of my eye. So the lights are gonna keep coming in and out until I figure out what is wrong with them. This shade is sort of, I think it's gonna be perfect for sculpting the eye if you want to use it like for the everyday. This is a Shoto 00. This shade is gonna be perfect as one of those staple sculpting shades, just to run here along the crease, for example. I do have my base already done, and on my lips, I have this lip balm from Ole Henriksen. Next is this color right here. I want to see how much we can get out of this shadow without wetting it. Oh no, wait, he did eyeliner first. I'm gonna go with eyeliner. Let me just step back and do my eyeliner, which is what Mr. Hung did. I'm gonna use this Sephora eyeliner in the shade Matte Moss. This is a beautiful green. Let me show you. see how pretty. I think it's gonna go perfect with that palette. I regret showing you my inspiration picture. This is not looking anything like Hung's look, but that's all right. I mean, how boring would it be if I always did the same exact look, right? Anyway, he did the inner part of the eye. Oh, I'm not getting as much impact as I thought. It's not gonna be like a Danessa Myricks type of foiled, super vibrant shade, which makes sense because YSL has a completely different aesthetic.
You the pencil first and the shadow on top, and you don't see where the color start, where the color end. Unless you do like a liquid liner and the effect. But right now, I'm not trying to do a liner effect.
I like that it's not green. It's not a vibrant green. This look, this is as good as it's gonna get. Let's try the glitter topper and put, oh, okay, this does give you more. Because it's not just a white glitter, it has that green and gold tone to it. Oh, see that? I didn't think it was gonna give me this much. If you need to amp this up, this topper right here does the trick. Now I'm gonna need tons of mascara. Too Faced Ribbon Wrapped Lash Tubing Mascara. It's my sister's birthday today, and we are meeting for lunch in this very casual by the beach kind of place. People go there after spending a day on the boat. They're in their flip-flops, in their bathing suits, and I'm gonna go all decked out from here up in a smoky eye, because from here down I am gonna be very comfortable as usual. Hair's down. Let's go in with a chili red chili first, and I'm gonna use a very fluffy brush, Real Techniques 400. I'm gonna, oh wow, I'm gonna pick it up. I was gonna say lightly. There's nothing light about that. Swirl it on my hand first. Get it distributed into the brush. I don't want a red imprint on my cheek. There goes the color gradually, little by little. Okay, so swirling it here in the hand, I am getting a pretty usable red color. It is not too much, just light hand, fluffy brush, light pressure. I like it. Definitely you can get it to apply softly. All right, another identical brush for the other blush. This is Hot Mauve. Does it look mauve to you? It looks more like a rosy beige to me. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna need to swirl this. Pretty. Yeah. Love it. Soft enough, but it does show up. This is what, like this is the fourth time that I dip into the pan. So you can build it up. Here we are, chili red, Hot Mauve. Oops, no, I'm sorry. The red is called Chili Crush. I gotta head out to the restaurant, so I guess we'll do the comparisons tomorrow. It's the next day. Let's do some comparisons. What I'm interested in is seeing if there's any palettes that I own and that you might own that have pretty much the same color story. The shade that I'm gonna look for a match first is gonna be this green, because I think that this green really dictates kind of the feel of the color story, and we might already have these matte shades and other palettes in your collection. This green is the YSL green, and I'm gonna draw a divider there. The first eyeshadow palette I wanted to bring in is Natasha Denona Yucca palette, which is a lot warmer, more vibrant. Here, the most similar could be this shade, and it is still a lot brighter, a lot more foiled, and I don't see any of these neutral shades over here, so That's it for the Natasha Denona palette. Next is the Lisa Eldridge Desert Gleam palette. This shade looks pretty similar, sort of the saturated army green, but what you'll see with this shade is that it is soft, and actually now that we swatch it, it's a lot more yellow. Totally different shade. Maybe the other shade that I'm curious about is, does that glitter topper, is it similar to the YSL? Lisa Eldridge is more chunky and more foiled. YSL is a more delicate glitter. A great match when it comes to that green is this Sephora shadow stick in the shade 9 Khaki. I just checked Sephora's website and they don't carry this pencil anymore, so let's just fast forward to the next comparison. This Pat McGrath Star Wars palette has a green that caught my eye. This one right here. Could it be similar? Let's take a look. Oh, no, it's a lot darker and a lot more pigmented. Seeing these two shades and how dark and pigmented they are reminds me of what I was saying, that the YSL is very soft and even wearable just because it's not as dark. So definitely you can pull it off for daytime. Sorcery, I don't see anything that is similar here at all. I'll swatch this just because, just in case. And no, this is a lot more golden than the army green of. If you're wondering how it compares with this green in Petalmorphosis from Pat McGrath, let's see. Again, very bold and not really the same tone as the YSL. There's another green in the Pat McGrath Midnight Sun palette. This one right here, although it doesn't have any sparkles, but let's see. You could say that maybe applied really lightly, it'll give you the tone of the YSL actually. So these two look pretty similar. Anastasia Nouveau palette. There's this green here, Hope. Okay, similar tone family, but doesn't have the same glitter, and it's also sitting on, looks like a warm base, whereas YSL doesn't have that warmth in it. So from the eyeshadow palettes that I have, I didn't find one that has a similar color story. Let's move on to comparing the Hot Mauve YSL blush shade, because now looking at Hot Mauve and Rose Haze side by side, the component here looks almost identical, the color. Let's open it. They're both matte finish. Now do we see a difference between the two? I pulled out several nude type blushes. If anything, for my own curiosity, actually, I want to see how they compare to each other, these two and to other blushes. So swatching Hot Mauve here. Let's see how Rose Haze compares. Is it looking more pink? Let's see. Brighter, pinkier. But once it goes on the cheek, are you really gonna be able to tell the difference? That's the question. Gucci Rosy Beige. Oh no, okay, that is very different. Laura Mercier Chai. No, that's not similar either. How about Westman Petal? Oh, Petal is looking similar to Hot Mauve. I would say the most similar so far. I have a feeling that these two, once they go on the cheek, they're gonna be almost identical. Yeah, so that's Petal. Good to know. I wouldn't have thought that Petal was so similar. Now, She's Seductive. This is the one I mentioned earlier. I have a feeling that this would be similar. Yes, maybe. Hot Mauve and She's Seductive. These two, I think they're super similar. Even more similar than Petal is to Hot Mauve. These two so far, I think are the best match. MAC Desert Rose, very similar to Hot Mauve. I hope you enjoyed the video and that it was helpful. I will see you in the next one.